Okay, guys, I'm going to start this video in the middle, alright? Which is kind of weird, but let's start here and I'll bring you along. See, the thing you're looking at there is called Indicator Wizard. We make and sell tools. This is our latest tool. We're ready to sell it. Alright? We haven't sold any yet. We're just ready to put them out there very shortly. We have them in stock. Alright. What I want to do, what I did was post a video a few days ago showcasing this tool. Right? And saying it can do this, it can do that, blah, blah, the typical shit, right? And as a result, I got some likes and I got comment. One of the comments was a simple question, but it needed a complicated answer. Short question, tall answer. So I decided at that point, I'll make another video and put that question to bed because I couldn't answer it with a simple reply. Alright? Alright. I put that out there. The second, and as the second video, I got another comment. Same thing. Simple question, tall answer. This is the third video. I'm going to try and put it to bed with this. Alright? What I'm showing you here is Indicator Wizard. You need to know all this bullshit. Alright? Let me blow it up and show you what's in the kit. See here, that's the top left-hand corner. That says dead center. There's 3 pieces there. And what is that for? Them are components that you set up to get this Indicator Wizard on dead center. Dead center. And I'll elaborate on that. See this next thing, it says spare indicator. I give you a spare indicator with this. Just like you're buying a car, you get a spare tire. Alright? Now let's go down here. See down in the middle? That's what it costs, $95. FOB Freetown. And that thing here where the mouse is called a lifting ball. It goes on a tool holder. And I'll elaborate on that later. Not important at the moment, alright? So that's what that is. One of the last comment was they recommended in place of Indicator Wizard that I should use this. Let me show you. You see this? This is called a verdict test indicator. Verdict number T32. It costs $177, and I'm just highlighting what it is. You see where my mouse is? It's pointing down to a dovetail. I'm guessing that there's a dovetail underneath that we can't see. Let's go bottom left. See where it says held by using a drill chuck? That's usually located, the drill chuck and the tail sock, and they pass it on to that, right? And that's how now they position it. You see down here? It says pivot. You can flex this indicator up and down on that pivot. Let's go to the big text. It says, this unit is ambidextrous. Yeah, meaning it's like a contortionist. It can go in all kinds of directions. Alright? Alright, let me go back here and start at the beginning now. As a result of the comments and the suggestions, here's what I'm starting out with. It says, Indicator Wizard versus Verdict T32 test indicator. Alright? We're going to compare the Indicator Wizard to this test indicator. for this application. All right. The next line, right below that blue, it says, when indicating a small hole, and I mean a small hole, dead center is extremely important. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you have the compound on your lathe set up precisely with sine bars and all that good shit, and you're 100% sure that that compound is right on the correct angle. Now you put a tool bit in there, right? But you put it a little below center, and you cut it, and it cuts nice. And you think you're getting the angle that you set the compound to. Well, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna get a different angle unless that goddamn tool is on dead center. Huh? How do I know this? I know this because I fucked up a lot of work, and I learned by making mistakes. This has, and any seasoned machinist will agree with what I just said. Dead center is extremely important. All right? Put a pin in that, okay? Next line below it. Indicator wizard supplies the components to achieve dead center. I have to do a whole video to show how to set that on dead center, not 5 grand above or 16th below or by. Well, I'm talking about dead center, right? Deader than Elvis, all right? All right, now let's go down to the next line. Putting indicator wizard on a dedicated tool holder is a must. You get the kit, you set it up on a dedicated tool holder, and you get it on dead center, you're good to go. All right? Can the verdict test indicator do anything like that? No way. All right? Let me go down to the verdict. Well, let me go down a little bit here. See what it says? At the bottom, in seconds, you are good to go. You got your tool holder all set up. You lift it, put it on, you're on dead center. You ain't, the verdict test indicator, not even close. All right, let's go down here and see it. See what it says? Top left. How do you put this thing on dead center? Somebody tell me, all right? You're going to either hold it with a dovetail, by the dovetail, or by a drill chuck. You're going to be pivoting and bending and bah. I could go on and on. I'll drive you crazy. Below it says, how long would it take to set it up? Well, you think about it. I'll tell you one thing. Indicator wizard would take seconds. This thing here would take quite a long time. Alright? Alright, so let me go down here. Here's the comment. I took a screenshot of the comment, and it says over here as a suggestion that with that verdict indicator, test indicator, they could go 2 inches deep in a 5/8 diameter hole. 5/8 diameter to me is a big hole. These things are designed to even go smaller. See what it says in that red? See the red border? Indicator wizard can clock a 375 hole by 1.856 deep in seconds. That's almost 2 inches, all right? Anyways, after me going through all of this, trying to address the question and satisfy the subscriber, I learned a lot. I never realized that there was such a thing as a verdict test indicator. See this arrow up here with that long probe? I call that the John Holmes probe. What a long bastard that right? All right, I learned about that. All right, now let's go here. It says the questions, comments, and exchange of ideas yielded fruit. I learned a lot, and I'm pretty sure that the viewers are going to learn a lot. Next comment: this wasn't a contest. It was an honest exchange of ideas. That I liked. The interaction was about the idea, not about egos. All right? To sum it up, it was very productive. We all learned something. Okay? Here's what I got to say. Thank you for participating. I'm out of here. Thank you.